Hello, welcome to S.I.P English. I'm Amanda. Since the coronavirus pandemic started, mandatory quarantines have a lot of people suffering from cabin fever. Today, we are going to talk about terms that all have to do with being stuck inside a little too long. So get ready and let's learn a little sip of English together. Our slang term today is stir crazy. To stir is the action of mixing ingredients together with a spoon, and crazy is a state of being. If we look at it literally, it could look something like this. As a slang term, stir crazy means to be unhappy or upset because of confinement or routine. Stir is actually another word for prison. So you can imagine the feeling you would get if you were in prison. Not good. We usually use this slang term to talk about the feeling we have when we're stuck in the same place for a long period of time. Here, Skinny has been in quarantine for 3 months, and it's starting to make him stir crazy. When you first hear the idiom, climbing up the walls, you probably get a pretty interesting mental picture. This phrase goes all the way back to the time of castles and forts, when enemies had to climb the castle walls to get inside. This could be a very difficult and long task. Now, we use the idiom climbing up the walls to express being bored, frustrated, or anxious about a situation. For example, I am going on 4 months of quarantine in Peru, and I'm climbing up the walls. I gotta get out of here. In this picture, Lena has been stuck inside for over a week because of bad weather. She's complaining to her friend over the phone and says, "The weather has been so bad, I haven't been outside in a week. I'm climbing up the walls. I need to get out of my house." Lena is very frustrated. Cooped up is our phrasal verb. A coop is a structure used to house chickens. It's usually a small enclosed space used to keep the chickens warm and safe at night or in the winter. We use the phrasal verb cooped up to talk about being stuck in a small closed space for a long period of time. I might say, "I've been cooped up in my room all day. I need to go take a walk and get some fresh air." Or, here, Skinny is visiting Lena in her art studio, and he says, "This room is so small. Don't you feel cooped up in here?" It's time for a short quiz to see what you remember from today's lesson. Which is the correct usage of the idiom climbing up the walls? A. My kids are always climbing up the walls around our garden. B. The soldiers began climbing up the walls of the castle. C. If I don't get out of this house, I'm going to start climbing up the walls. C. If I don't get out of this house, I'm going to start climbing up the walls. The slang term stir crazy means that you can't stop wildly stirring your cake mixture. A. True. B. False. B. False. Cooped up means A. To put your chickens inside a structure. B. To be or feel like you are confined in a small space. C. To be energized on caffeine. B. To be or feel like you are confined in a small space. Being cooped up during this pandemic can be hard to deal with. I decided to start this YouTube channel to keep myself from climbing up the walls. Have you found a new project or hobby to keep yourself from going stir crazy? Let us know your experience in the comments below. I would love to hear what you've been doing. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure you visit my blog for more examples and explanations on the phrases we learned today. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you next time.